defense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now it's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check. Shoot.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mike 56. Know your job. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Danny. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's complete to Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Breeze. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Kill.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Night, sweetheart. Jim. Hey, alert. 14.
The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Got it. Brings up 2nd and 10.
19.
At the 4-yard line.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. In your face.
Wilson. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Push him back. Push him back. Check. Check. Check.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike's 54. Alert. 54. Rabbit.
Now Wilson on first down. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike 5-4.
To throw is Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. From the 35 on second down, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Pretty move. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing again on second down. Wilson steps away to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You must get tired of seeing me.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
They can't hang with that. Good job right there. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Got it. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Wilson to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Check. Lucky. Mike 54. Mike. 40. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. All day, dog. Kill. Good job right there. Turn it out. No. Off.
On third down, Pro-Size. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mike 54. Let's go. 40. Watch out. Check Mike. Mike 54. Look. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Throwing on first down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Mike 54. Check back.
They'll try to run with Carson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, look. Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming.
On second and goal, Wilson, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch that. Alert. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Gun. 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Now he'll pull it down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check 99.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
49, check 49, check 49.
Two kills. 50. Mike 50.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 on the Seahawks 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Stay in situation. Let's go.
Breeze now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, it's Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second right there. 47 yards.
Let's go, D. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On second and very short, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Wilson on the keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run on first down. Carson. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 54. Time to go night night. 12. Run left. Right there, 54 Mike. You go night night. Time to go night night. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Right here.
Alert.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Seahawks. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
14.
54. Mike 54.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Rip left. Rip left.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson, his second sack of the night. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
12.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Here's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 21 yards away. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'm going to come back to you.
Now Breeze. And that's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Breeze now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 4 down.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 28. Breeze now on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm not ready.
Oh, Wilson going to throw, eluding the pressure right. This complete to Lockett. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
14, front it. One flip.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Crunch.
Alert. Rush in. Good job right there. Gun.
Ball trot.
Wilson to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Got it.
Check 24.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mike.
Mike front four. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Kill.
On 1st down, it's Carson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Left.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
Ready?
Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
14, 14, 40. 25, 25.
They'll run it. This is pro size. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Throwing now is Wilson. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Breeze to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go, boys. Go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.